This is it, one of those rare One Piece chapters that reminds us why Ichiro Oda is a storytelling god. The emotions, the tension, the goosebumps, this man doesn't miss. Ever. Chapter 1164 hit me like a freight train. It's the perfect mix of hype, tragedy, and lore. And I'll just say it up front, I love this chapter. I mean, I absolutely love it. We are now deep in the heart of God Valley, and it's finally happening. Roger, Garp, and XEBEC'S standing face to face. The moment that was once summarized in a single sentence is now unfolding in front of our eyes. Roger and Garp teamed up to defeat Rox. But now we see the layers, the pain, the respect, and the truth behind that team-up. Because the real shocker? Rox was never the pure villain we thought he was. Even in his demonic form, even after being twisted by Imu's Domi reverse, he's still in control. Still taunting, still smirking, still condemning Imu's hypocrisy. Calling out that the will of Davy Jones and Joy Boy will never die. And yet, deep down, he knows his time is ending. He won't be the one to finish the fight, but his will, his flame, will be carried on. And before we go full lore mode, I have to talk about the relationships Oda beautifully highlighted here. Because this chapter isn't just fists and hockey, it's emotion, connection, humanity. First, Rox and Whitebeard. This clash is pure art. Oda doesn't portray Whitebeard as weak, not even close. It's an even clash, elbow versus fist, power against pride. Whitebeard doesn't swing his sword, doesn't unleash his fruit. It's as if he can't bring himself to hurt this man. When Whitebeard asks, "Are we in your way?" that line hits hard. These were pirates who betrayed each other constantly, yet here we see loyalty. Whitebeard believed in Rox. He stood by his captain until the bitter end. Even facing a literal demon, he refused to abandon him. That's not just tragedy. That's brotherhood. Then there's Kaido and Big Mom. Kaido gets sent flying by Rox, and Lin Lin immediately loses it. Her anger isn't strategy, it's emotional. It's family. You can feel her protective instinct, that motherly rage. And maybe that's the moment that created her obsession with family. A world where betrayal couldn't exist. But nothing compares to the moment Roger and Garp step up. No dialogue, no plan, just instinct. The two scream in unison. Bring it on. Oda draws them side by side, perfectly mirrored. Two men who understand each other without words. It's raw, it's cinematic, it's history. I've said it before, these two might have known each other since childhood. And here you can feel that lifelong bond. Garp's eyes say it all. This isn't you, Rox. You're not this monster. While Roger's expression screams Luffy energy. Fearless, protective, ready to die for his crew. When Garp said Roger becomes a monster when his crew's in danger, this is what he meant. Roger's about to go berserk. He's been quiet throughout the flashback, almost too quiet. But that's because Oda was saving him for this moment. For the fight that will define legends. Roger and Garp versus Demon XEBEC. Two forces of will against a god-tier monster. And then, right when you're on the edge of your seat, Rox says it. The line that stops your heart. Please, kill me. That's Oda's genius. He gives us hype, then rips out our soul. Rox, the man, the myth, the monster, still has enough will left to beg for release. And that moment shows more humanity than 1,000 flashbacks. He knows Roger and Garp are the only ones who can end him. the only ones he respects enough to do it right. That kind of mutual respect can only exist between equals, between legends who fought on the same battlefield time and time again. And as if that wasn't enough, Oda teases us with Harold, still missing from God Valley. But even unseen, their friendship lingers. When Emu threatens Elbaf, Rox actually panics. The man who laughed in the face of gods suddenly snaps. You realize? Harold meant everything to him. And maybe that's why Domi Reverse finally took hold. Maybe Emu exploited his emotional weakness. Because Domi Reverse isn't just about strength. It's about breaking the heart. That's why Joy Boy, the warrior of laughter, is immune. He can't be broken. And now we finally have confirmation. Joy Boy and Davy Jones are two separate people. Davy Jones, the forgotten king. Joy Boy, the liberator. Two wills that shaped the world, and Emu stands against them both. Rox's dream to become king of the world wasn't power-hungry madness. It was destiny, justice. He was trying to reclaim the throne of his ancestor. The dream of Davy Jones, the true king, lives through him. And when Emu says, "End Davy's dream," I swear my brain exploded. Because what if Davy's dream is the same dream Roger and Luffy share? That mysterious, untold dream. The one that makes everyone laugh and cry. Oda is weaving every thread together. The will of Davy, the promise, the inheritors, Luffy, Teach, Vivi, Shirahoshi. They're all connected. They're all part of that ancient promise. The promise that Rox mentioned before he fell. A promise is a promise. The same one Joy Boy couldn't fulfill, but Luffy will. Even Edis says Rox wasn't ready yet. Just like Roger was too early. The parallels are insane. The chosen ones, always a generation too soon. Until the right era finally arrives. And in the middle of all these legends, there's one quiet hero, Kuma. Once again proving he's one of Oda's best written characters. Beaten, pierced, and broken, yet still moving. Saving Teach. Saving Edis. Saving the future. He literally puts his body between death and hope. Kuma might just be the reason Luffy and Blackbeard even exist today. Think about it. He saved both inheritors of will before they were even born. The butterfly effect of that sacrifice is insane. So where did Edis and Teach end up? The Sorbet Kingdom? A cruel twist of fate placing them in the same land as Kuma? Oda's setup is just too perfect. And as the dust settles over God Valley, as Roger and Garp stand tall before the demon, you can feel it. The end of an era. The birth of legend. One Piece 1164 isn't just a chapter. It's cinema. It's tragedy. It's perfection. And if this is how Oda writes the past, I can't even imagine the future. Like if you believe XEBEC was never the true villain. Comment your favorite moment from chapter 1164. Was it Roger's roar, Whitebeard's heartbreak, or XEBEC'S final plea? And subscribe to Anime-Siders for weekly One Piece breakdowns, spoilers, and cinematic lore theories. This is Anime-Siders, where we bring One Piece to life.